geometry. Let's go. Okay, so volume of cone was that v equals 1/3, and then pi r squared, that's a circle, and then times the height. So we're going to have 3, 5 squared pi times 1/3. So the 1/3 and 3 can cancel out, and we get 25 pi. 25 pi. Find the value of x in the triangle below. So we have two sides are the same, right? The angles has to be the same. So we have 5.7. We have 70 degrees. I guess we could do the sine, law of sines and cosines, but I think because these angles are the same length, there's no way to order this without having these two angles be the same. So you get 2x plus 70 is equal to 180. And unless if I'm doing something wrong, it's 110 divided by 2, which is what, 55? Yeah. Find the volume of the sphere. So that's 4/3 volume of a sphere. So I think that's 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, that's what I want. 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so if r is 9, you have 9, 81, 279, 729. Yeah, close enough. 729. And then we're gonna multiply times 4, divide by 3. And we get 972 pi. The areas of the square adjacent to the two sides of a right triangle are 32 square units and 32 units squared. There's both 32 units squared. Find the length x. Okay, so this would be, we're going to find the square root, so we're going to have the square root of 32, and then, I think it'll be 32 actually, because this is a right triangle. You're going to have x, and then the square root of x, square root of 2 times x. I think it's 32. Oh no, it can't be, right? 5 times square root of, that's 8. Because you're going to have the square root of 32 times the square root of 2. That'll be 8. There we go. Yeah, 32 just sounded off. The angle measurement and the diagrams are represented by the following equations. Solve for x and find the measure of b. Let's see. I think a and b have to be equal. So we're going to have 8x plus 6 is equal to 4x plus 38. We have 4x is equal to 32. X is equal to 8. That seems right. And then 8 times 4 is 32 plus 38 is 70. 70. If these are parallel, I think that has to be 70. Yeah. That's the perimeter of the triangle. Okay, so we just don't get much data except this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see count 8 on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. Is that 30, 60, 90? 8 times square root of 3. I don't think so, no. We have 8. We're going to have 8 squared plus 15 squared. That, I'm going to do the square root of that. It's 17. And that's a good whole number. I have 17 plus 15 plus 8 is 40. 40 units. What's the length of this line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. 3 right here. So we have 6, 3. So we have 36 plus 9, and that is equal to 45. And the square root of 45 should be our answer. Here we go. It's not going to be 9, not going to be 8, not going to be 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 36 plus 9 is 45. Square root of 5, 45 should be our answer. What's the measure of x? So we have 62 should be this angle, assuming J and JK and HI are parallel. You can see that right here. HI and JK are parallel. And so we have 66 plus 62 and then 180 minus 128 is 52. What's the area of the parallelogram shown below? We have, we'll just do this in chunks. So we have, cut this right here. The length right here is going to be 4. And then we have a 4 by. So this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle right here. And so 3 times 4 is 12. 12 over 2 is equal to 6. So we have 6 plus, we cut this in half. Note that this area right here is 4, and this is 3, and this has to be 1. So 3, 4, 5, that's again, so we're going to have 6 plus 6 plus 4 times 1 is 4. That's 10, that's 16 square units. 4, that seems right. 3 times 4 divided by 2, multiply times 2 again because there's 2 of them. And we're going to add 4, 16. What lengths form a right triangle? Nine, 12, 15. So we have 9, 12, 15. We do Pythagorean theorem, so we have 9 squared, so 81 plus 144 is equal to 225. Square root of 225. Square root of 225 should be 15. So that makes sense. C should be it. And we have, how big is the square root of 31? 5. So you're going to have 25 plus 6. And the square root of that should be 30. Square root of 31. So A is also. And we have 5 plus 5. And square root of 10. I don't think that can be a triangle. Because 50 is just so long. And these are just so short. The combined length equals 10. So the combined length equals 1/5. one laid up parallel 1/5 of the total length. 1/5. So I don't think B could even be a triangle. 31 squared, that seems right. 81 plus 144, that also seems right. Given AOC is a straight line, BOC is 6x plus 29, and AOB is 3x plus 124. Find BOC. Okay, so AC is a straight line. BOC is 6x plus 29. AOB is 3x plus 124. Thus we get 9x plus, what's that, 1, so that's 30 plus 123, so 153. Yeah, 153. I have 180 minus 153. This is all equal to 180 because this is a straight line. We get 27. And so we have 27 equals 9. So 27 divided by 9 is 3. So x equals 3. And then we're trying to find that BOC. So we have 3 times 6 plus 29. And that is 47. BOC. 47. And we're going to plug this back in. So we have 47. We have 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3. So that's 9 plus 124. Or add 47 to that, and you get 180. So this plus this angle equals 180. So 47 must be right. Kyle has a 6-meter base, and she wants to use to get her cat out of the tree. She puts the base of the ladder 2 meters away from the base of the tree. How high will the tree? How high into the tree will the ladder reach? Okay. We have angle of sine, so we're gonna have. So that's law of sines. So that's 6 meters. I think it's the other way around. So we're going to have the sine of 90. Sine of 90 over 6 is equal to I guess we could find this angle, and then find this angle, and then find the tree line. Do they want cosine? So I have They want you to use a formula. Do they have anything? Let's see. Kyle has a 6-meter ladder and she wants to get her cat out of a tree. She puts the base of the ladder 2 meters away from the base of the tree. How high into the tree will the ladder reach? Oh wait, we just use Pythagorean theorem, right? Because this is 90. So we're going to have 36 minus 4 is equal to 32, square root of 32. Right? Square root of 32. 5.7. 5.66. There's 1/10 of a meter. Yay! Find the volume of the cylinder. So we're going to have pi, so that's going to be the volume of the circle, times height. So pi r squared h is equal to v. So pi 4 times 8, so 32 pi. That seems right. 2 squared times 8 is pi. Find the value of x, and I saw this triangle below. Okay, so we know each of these is going to be 60 degrees. This is 4, 8. I guess we can just do that. So 64 minus 16 is equal to that. No, that's a way. There's multiple ways to solve this. 64 minus 16 under the square root of that. Square root of 48. Yeah, it doesn't go in evenly. That's interesting. So the square root of, yeah, the square root of 98 is bigger than 8, and so that can't be right. 16 is 4, and that's the bottom of the length. It can't be 8. You know? What's the length of the diagonal of the rectangular prism below? Let's see. We can find this area, right? We can find the hypotenuse of this. And then once we find the hypotenuse of this, we can also find I guess we'll do 5 squared, so 25 plus 64, and the square root of that, so square root of 89, and that's 9.4-ish. I'm going to add 4, which is the square root of 2, or 2 squared, and then we're going to square root that. Maybe find 5 squared, so that's 25, so that's 27. The square root of 27 plus the square root of 89. Doesn't say round though. Oh, it does say round. So right now I'm looking at like 14.6 units. Find the diagonal of a rectangular prism below. Let's see, if one's length is 5, oh, it would just be 5 squared, right? It would be 25 plus 64 plus 4. The square root of 93. I think that'd be it. 9.6. Yeah. Yay! Jackson buys a grape snow cone on a hot day. By the time he eats all the snow off the top, the paper cone is 27 pi cubic. 27 pi centimeters cubed of melted purple liquid. The radius of the cone is 3. What is the height of the cone? Okay, so the volume is equal to pi r squared height. And so if the paper cone is 27 pi, which is equal to pi 3 squared, which is going to be 9h. And h is what we're solving for. So divide each side by pi, and then get 27 over 9 is equal to h. 27 divided by 9 is 3, so h has to be equal to 3. So put this back in the equation. 3 squared times 3 is 27. 27 is the cube of 3. That seems right. That's frustrating. Try again.